Well, kia ora koutou katoa, no mahara mai, tēnei tēnei ata o te kemu o Poi Uka. Great to have you along here for day 2 of competition. It is Championship Sunday here at the Brad Rona Classic, and as you saw in the game tile in front of you, we've got a big one this morning. There are 2 games of round robin play to happen, and it'll be Northcote taking on Hibiscus Coast in this 9 a.m. matchup. Game 23 on the schedule, as it'll be Northcote, as we mentioned, taking on Hibiscus Coast. Bottom of the second innings is at the moment, and the score is 2 runs to 0 at this point. I'm Jason Gerbes, aka Chopper. Great to have you along with us, and joining us in the crew today, Matt Jordan, director, is in the house, and of course working with us on camera today, Troy Duncan. So kind of stepped up the production for Championship Sunday for you. We have 4 games on the schedule today here at Freeman Field, Pure Athletic Sports Stadium, and really proud on behalf of Beyond the Dugout Broadcasting to present those for you here for the North Harbour Softball Association. So it is HBC taking on Northcote in the first game here in front of you, and then at 10:15 it'll be East Coast Bays taking on the Franklin Girls. It is all under 13 mixed competition. And the semi-final scheduled for 11:30 this morning. We see position 1 after round robin take on position 4. Excuse me. See the ground ball to shortstop. Good hustle. Looking to score 2, Northcote here. And they will. So fantastic job. Just might turn the microphone down on the ambient. The crowd is animated here this morning, as they should be. Fastball 45 is a fantastic product for softball. It's modelled for the rangatahi, the youth especially. A real marketing arm of the game, and really, really good to be part of here today. Apologies for a little bit of a late start this morning, as we are in weather mode today. As we see this one hit to second base for the second out, trying to double him off, and he will. So a good innings by Hibiscus Coast defensively here in the bottom of the second innings, and that will complete the bottom of the second, and we'll head to the top of the third. We'll give you the lineups when we come back here at Pure Athletic Sports Stadium. Welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen. Great to have you along for Day 2 Championship Day, and it is a little inclement, as you can see there. The team set up Northcote, set up their camp here today. They'll need a big one to keep out of the weather, as it is starting to really come down there in this morning's early match. Top of the third innings here between Hibiscus Coast and Northcote. Hibiscus Coast offensively, and we'll get that back screen tidied up between games. You can see it's really coming down out there at the moment. Offensively, they have Carter Nisbet Collins leading off. Following him today, Zach Penny, as they're looking to come home. Oh, they get the out, so unfortunate for Hibiscus Coast. Of course, starting with loaded bases in the third innings here in the fastball 45. The other thing is it's a 45-minute game. You see the game clock just pop up there on the top of the screen. 18 or just under 19 minutes to go in the game. Rest of that batting lineup for the Hibiscus Coast lads. They've got Dylan Easton hitting 3 today. Alec Gazelle, he's hitting in the clean-up spot. As you see the walk there, that'll load the bases for Hibiscus Coast. Carter Nisbet Collins, she's hit twice in the lineup here. Maybe it's had brothers. He's hitting 5 anyway. Connor clearly here. Pass ball, looking to score. HBC will get their first run of the ball game here in the top of the third innings. 4 runs to 1 now. Rest of that batting lineup, Jacob Gillard is at second base hitting 7. Kobe Wahanui is at left field hitting 8. Finn Greeny is at right field hitting in the 9 spot. Defensively for Northcote today, they're a good one, that's for sure. Asher Manu behind the dish. Replacement pitcher number 80, that is Andre Botha. He's taken over from the starting pitcher Tainga Jury. And the rest of the fielding lineup they had for the start of the game, I couldn't quite see if they've made any changes there. As we see that hit pitch, that will allow a run to come in for Hibiscus Coast, I'm pretty sure. No? Oh, he'd already come in, yeah, apologies. So take that back to 4 runs to 1. So 1 down, loaded bases. Pick-off attempt to 3. Oh, he's in the hot box now. And they'll make the tag, Northcote. Northcote have been good today. We saw 2 double plays out of them yesterday. It was simply outstanding. And you can see they're continuing that defensive prowess here today. Defensively, rest for the Northcote. Stevie Donald at left, centre field Kobe Money, right field is Cole Tombrowski. This one just inside. Hook on the third base was Arlo Brooker. At shortstop today was Xavier. Starting second baseman Eden Irvine. And at first base was Andre Botha. So they've made a change. There's someone else is there now. So there is the lineup for you. We're up to in the batting order here, number 34, which is Kobe Wahanui. And a ball up top will issue a walk, and that will push in a run for... No? Oh, they take them out at third base. Oh, boy, I'll tell you what, if Chopper started following the game, would be good, wouldn't it? So, yeah, loaded bases now. This one just down low to the new batter. The new batter is the right fielder, Finn Greening. Batting now, and you'll see they'll just be able to change the ball out. It is raining consistently out there at the moment. Only 15 minutes to go in the game. The game moves pretty quick. Fastball 45. You haven't had the pleasure of watching the fastball 45. They have 4 innings only max. 45 minutes is the game duration. 3 outs change side unless they get a double play at any time, and that'll clear the innings, they call it. Means they'll change sides if they get a double play. A couple other nuances to the rules as we see that one is up top. Remember, there was 3 balls a walk. There's the third ball, so HBC will now get their second run of the innings. So I was just kind of forecasting it a little bit, wasn't I? I'll bring up top of the shop now. Carter Nisbet Collins. Problem I have in my lineup, there are 2 Carters. Coming home, the hustle. And he is out on the way home. So that'll do us here through the top of the third innings. It's not before, though, Hibiscus Coast pick up 2 runs in the innings and do a mighty fine good job. Before we go away, I just want to introduce you to a couple of things here. Firstly, want to thank Fusion Travel. Any travel needs required internationally or domestically, get a hold of Fusion Travel, part of the World Travellers Group. You can get them on 09527 7893, fusiontravel.co.nz. www.bradrona.co.nz. Thank you for your sponsorship of the Brad Rona Classic this year. Talking about sponsorship, the grounds crew have got on the deal today. Sponsored by the North Harbour Softball Grounds Crew. Hit a bomb, win $100. That's right. The first kid to hit a home run over the fence on Freeman Field here, Diamond 1, on Championship Sunday of the Brad Rona Classic. The first kid to hit an automatic home run wins $100. Sponsored by the North Harbour Grounds Crew. How cool is that? Okay, bottom of the third innings now. And they've got a new pitcher in here for Hibiscus Coast. Young Carter Nisbet Collins, he was at first base. He will come out now and take over. Up the bat first will be Kobe Manu for Northcote. So a loaded bases situation for Northcote with the third innings. Pass ball not far enough for them to score. 12 minutes left of the game. The way games move nice and quick, we might get to the fourth here. There you can see the families in attendance for this one. They've really enjoyed it. And one of the things I've noticed with Fastball 45, this one just down low. Yeah, one of the things I've noticed with Fastball 45, everyone's in a heightened level of excitement. Even with the damp weather, the kids are celebrating, the parents are celebrating, cheering and hooring, harring. It really, really is cool. And the ball down low, a little hard to hold on to that ball. Unfortunately, that will push a run across here for Northcote. So 5-2 they lead here on the bottom of the third. And remember, we talked about home run over the fence. Well, Asher Manu, the catcher for Northcote, he's got home run power. Wonder if he wins that $100, sponsored by the North Harbour Grounds Crew. There he is, big leg, Asher Manu. Plays in this grade, plays in the under 15s grade as well. Has done for a couple of years actually. And if an under 17 team is short for any reason, he's more than happy to fill in there. So a kid on the rise is Asher Manu. Oh, he's eyeing up that home run, isn't he? There's one, comes in on the pass ball. So he moves the scoreline now 6-2. Two runners in scoring position. And a big swing on the next pitch. I believe the count is 2-2 now. So runners didn't advance on that pass ball. Score remains 6-2 here. No outs in the bottom of the third innings. There's one on the hands, goes to third base. And made sure the runner from 2 couldn't advance. Northcote will play to run though in that play, so 7-2 they now lead. That means they'll have runners at 1 and 2 now. So replacement pitcher Carter Nisbet Collins working hard on the hill. The youngster brings up young Tying a Jury. I think he moved to first base in that pitching change. That one just drops on in. Perfect little pitch there. Look at that. Pretty to watch. Well done, Nisbet Collins. There's a hard line drive. Comes off the glove and they'll advance 60 feet. Just what the doctor ordered. We see here, hard hit ball. Tying a Jury, he's ready to rock and roll, isn't he? Just punches it. And that'll give them a loaded bases situation now with 2 outs. And it'll bring up their number 3 hitter back into the game. And that is Makaya Hoani. First pitch, Hoani sees comes down the zone. Head coach for Northcote this week, Dave Snyder. A fantastic job with this team. Well, this season, the under-13 Lions. He's assisted by Isaac Jury at first base, and Phoenix Snyder is assistant coach in the dugout as well. There's a hard hit ball going up. Oh, we'll go foul out of play though. So, 1 ball and 2 strikes the count on Hawani. And this one's punched. Second baseman, what a catch. What a catch by the second baseman. A fantastic job from HBC Jacob Gillard. Underneath it, 2 hands. Perfect. Well done, young man. Well done, young man. Great job there by there's young Jacob. And a swing and a miss on the next batter. So 1 away here. The next batter up here is the now pitcher, Andre Botha. Here's a hard hit ball by Botha, and he will push that to the outfield. 1 comes in. 2 comes in. Looking to score 3 as Botha dives into second. And the job is done. Andre Botha clearing the bases here. And a powerful blow. What a shot by the youngster. You beauty, you can see just moving around, and the rest of them will come in as well. As we see the next pitch to the next batter just allows both down to third base. Eden Irvine now steps in, the second base woman. This one just outside. This one comes through the edge of the zone. There's a good pitch. Here's young Phoenix Snyder there, assistant coach. His mother, Naomi, she's always not far away from supporting role. Manager for Northcote this week is Emma Brooker, or scoring. Eden picks up a walk, so she will go down to first base. So runners in the corners now. First pitch is down low. Is on cue. Irvine goes down to second base. I believe this is Carlos Moke up to bat. And a hard hit ball by Moke will go foul though. You can see the yellow towel out there. Dave Niner trying to get the balls dry enough for these pitchers to do their thing. Next delivery just outside. Oh, right on the edge. That's a great pitch. Fantastic. A big breath here from Moke. Carlos Moke into the ball game to hit. This one just drifts inside. So the levels up the count, 2-2 now. Bottom of the third innings, no outs, 2 runners in scoring position for Northcote. They've plated 6 runs this innings. Pass ball, and that'll be a walk to load the bases here. The rules of fastball 45 in the junior grades at North Harbour. You can't score more than 7. Northcote came in with 4 runs, so they've scored 6 here. Well, that'll bring up my man, Kobe Dombrowski. Cole Dombrowski. First pitch to him is down low. An opportunity to really break this game apart here in the bottom of the third innings. 7 is the maximum. They've scored 6 this innings, Northcote. Loaded bases they could really unleash. And Dombrowski punches it up the middle. One will come, and Northcote looking to stretch it into 2, and they do. Are the base runners finished? We'll find out here. And the catcher rightly holds on to the ball, and that'll do us through the bottom of the 3rd innings. Maximum runs scored, 12 runs to 2. So got a good one going on here, ladies and gentlemen. We'll find out whether we go to the 4th innings. There is a rule if we've got less than 5 minutes to go, they will call the game, but we'll wait for the official umpire to give us that. As you see the replay of Dombrowski's hit there, will plate those additional 2 runs in the innings. And umpire just walking to the side, I think, checking with the official scorer. And the great thing with Fastball 45 is they will check. It looks like they are going to call a huddle. So, ladies and gentlemen, that'll be the game here. So game 1 in the books. You see them smiles on the dials over there at Northcote. Well, we want to give some love to our friends at Hibiscus Coast as well, because they have been good as they will come out to shake hands here at the end of this game this morning. And Northcote ran out victors 12 runs to 2. So congratulations, and yeah, good pat on the back. You boys did and girls did really, really well. Fantastic indeed, and wish you the best of luck. There is one more game of round robin play to happen here this morning at 10:15, and we will get reset up and get that for you as well. So thank you for tuning in here this morning. It's been a pleasure to have you along for it. I'll tell you, before we go, I might just show you an interview that we recorded just a bit earlier. We had one of the heads from the Great Britain Softball and Baseball Confederation visiting. This is about his 4th time in New Zealand. Managed the Great Britain side way back in 2004 when the men's team attended the World Cup right here on New Zealand soil. And congratulations again to Northcote, running up victors 12 runs to 4, and a really good put together game. I'll leave you with the interview. We're here with Mark Bman from Great Britain Softball here. Good friend of mine. I remember the first time we met each other. Firstly, Hoa, my friend.
Right.
Welcome to New Zealand.
Chopper, it's a pleasure to be back. It's a wonderful place. I'm very happy here.
Well, I'm glad you're happy you're here, mate. Not last time we saw each other, but the first time we saw each other, actually a bit of a funny story. Back in 2004 with the Great Britain national team touring New Zealand before the World Cup in Christchurch, and we met on the Little Marae Waititi in Rotorua, didn't we?
It was wonderful. It was a highlight of the trip. We didn't know what to expect. I walked in, and the first person we saw was Chopper. And we had what I call one of the most significant moments of my life, the wonderful welcome to the marae. We met many wonderful people. We met Mother, and it's really become ingrained in in everything that I've done in softball and everything. And what's nice about it is to come back to New Zealand. I feel like I'm coming home to family, right? You know, my heart's here. I've been here for 3 World Championships, and this trip is special because my wife and I are here for 7 weeks.
Wow.
Driving all over the country, seeing everybody, seeing things, and it's homecoming.
Well, you talk about homecoming and that trip in 2004. I remember the Great Britain side. They came with some players from Great Britain and some players with genealogy to Great Britain, so from New Zealand, from Australia, all over the place. But bringing them together and staying on a marae together, sleeping on the floor together, what did that do for the Great Britain side's campaign?
Well, it was cohesive because we had players that were born and bred here that had played for New Zealand, and they had an opportunity to play in a World Cup in front of their friends and family. And we had other people that had never been here before. So to go to the marae was a bonding experience that you can't get on a ball field. You can't get it in a game. You can't get it in a hotel room. You can't get it in a national capital. In other words, if you really want to come to New Zealand, you have to go somewhere that is New Zealand, and a marae probably was the best place. We had a greeting, we had a hangi, we had everything we needed. And to stay there, what we did was we captured a lot of what I call is the essence of New Zealand, and we took it with us. So it's the same thing as coming to meet your family, but when you leave, you bring your family with you. It's in your heart. So coming back here for me for this trip, is wonderful. It's special because now I get to bring my wife, and I get to have her see and understand something that's very, very important for me. Very special, very meaningful.
Well, fantastic indeed. Some of the great legends that played for Great Britain that year: Stephen Towell out of Auckland, Steve Jackson, ex-Black Sox pitcher at the time, I think Richard Devey out of Australia. Was it Mike Gassaway from Canada won that team? I can't quite remember.
He won that. Well, here's what's interesting. We had Clive Evans.
Clive Evans,
who
that's
played
right.
Shortstop. Now, Clive's three sons, now today, play for Great Britain. And
I played for the Black Sox.
They played for the Black Sox, right. Black Sox. And what's important was during that trip to Christchurch, we met them at a very young age. And they were so excited about seeing their dad play in a world championship that they said, we have to do the same thing ourselves. So the tradition has bonded on from father to son. And I have no doubt that we'll be seeing their sons playing in a world championship for New Zealand.
Well, there you go. He just mentioned Clive Evans here. Cole Evans, the starting shortstop for New Zealand. He's been to about 4 World Cups already. Is the son of the Great Britain player that played in 2004. Mate, your role obviously with Great Britain softball, but also officiating with the WBSC. Last time we caught up was in Italy at the Women's World Cup group stage last year. What has it been like contributing to the WBSC?
Well, I'll tell you what's wonderful. Softball's in my blood. This is my 53rd year in softball. So I played and played and played. And then when my teammates said, by the time you hit the ball and ran to first, we went out for pizza and beer, and you still were halfway down the baseline, that was a kind of a signal that I should retire. So I retired, went into management, created the Great Britain team. And when I retired to that, I moved up to the International Softball Federation, now the WBSC. So what's important for me is staying involved in the game. What am I doing? I serve on the World Federation Softball Technical Commission. I did the Rules Commission. I write the rules. I officiated tournaments. I do legal work for the WBSC. So what it allows me to do is to stay active in the sport that I love and to keep my connections. Friends like you, we've been mates now, 21 years, a long time. We'll be mates for life. We see each other all over the world, and as my wife says, and in other places too.
Yeah.
Right? But the bonding and the friends and the family is amazing because it doesn't matter where in the world we go. We're all together in a sport we love, being part of the family. But what I will say, which is special for me, is to be here in New Zealand to see what I call the heart and soul of the game, and to be a part of it is very special. So the question is, will I come back again? Absolutely. I'll be back next year.
Fantastic. You talk about the heart and soul of softball. We're here in Pukekohe at the Softball New Zealand Under-19 Boys National Championship, the grand final just about to get underway behind us between Wellington and Hutt Valley. What is it? Why is it so important to have these age group tournaments?
Well, the age group tournaments are important, but the age group games, the club teams are important. Because what you're doing is you're building bonds with people. You're building friendships. You're building the person as an athlete. You're building the person as a person. You're building a sport. You're building a cohesion. And by having the age groups, what it does is allow people with relatively the same physical characteristics to build their game up, to get confidence in the game, to improve, because they can see at the other end, like when we look up at the wall, we see, all black shirts. We have Black Sox shirts as well. And it means that as we play, as we grow, as we mature, we're coming into the game. It's important. We're bonding for people. We're building strong lives. We're building sports. We're building athletics. And what it does is it all pyramids up so that as you go in sport, you can reach the national team. But most importantly, you can go on and coach. What's a great example? Well, one of my teammates is now coaching Franklin here, Johnny Hewitt.
Yeah.
So Johnny and I have known each other got to be now 30 years. I've seen other players that I know, Russ Snow, for example. His daughter Alana is down here. We see her teammates. So what we're doing is we're building a generational world family, and we're all part of something. But the age groups, the under-19s, is good because we're all together building something strong, building softball, building people, and we're all moving in the same direction.
Moving in the same direction sounds good. I'm not going to throw you under the bus, my friend, because I wouldn't do that. Hutt Valley, Wellington, and the grand final just about to get underway. Who's going to win?
Hutt Valley.
Well, didn't throw him on the bus much, did we? You heard it here first. Mark Bman from the Great Britain Softball and Baseball Association visiting us one more time. Enjoy the rest of your vacation, friend. Thank you for stopping by.
My pleasure, Chopper. Thank you very much for everything. Thank you.